Hi, Mark here. Monday, May the 18th. It is 7:50 a.m. Eastern, 11:50 a.m. GMT. US session about to get underway. Let's have a look how the markets shape up to start the new week. US dollar index, which has been in a strong uptrend for the past 4 days up to Friday of last week, giving up some of those gains right now. I've got resistance at 99.32. I've got support at 99. And you can see the red candlestick. We'll see whether this continues sell off in US dollar or if we see a bounce now that the US session is underway and a reversal from weak to strong US dollar and buyers do step back in. Red candlestick, yes, but I do also see a higher high and a higher low, bearing in mind that after Friday's close, there was a gap higher to start. But like I say, so far, US dollar being sold off to start the new week. S&P 500, we're looking at the futures market for now. Still a good hour and a half till Wall Street opens up. We had a sell-off on Friday, the first time in a long time after a very strong bull run on the US stock market. From the beginning of April, the index really put in a strong run. Record highs we saw last week. And as I say, on Friday, we saw a sell-off, a gap lower to start the new trading week, but not much activity. Small green candlestick. I've got support at 7,375. I've got resistance at 7,416. We'll see once the US session gets underway, once Wall Street opens up, if sellers pick up from where they left off on Friday, and we see this retracement, some profit taking continue, or if buyers do step back in and look back up at the resistance level around the 7,500. Gold. Gold sold off early, but now putting in a little bit of a run, going together with dollar weakness for now. Weak US dollar, strong gold. We'll see if that does play out. I've got support at 4,479. I've got resistance at 4,559. We'll see whether this buyers can break above this. Look up at the 4,600 on the upside would be the next target. Or if we do see sellers step back in and continue with the downtrend that's been in place, and that might go hand in hand with a turnaround from that we're seeing right now from weak US dollar to strong US dollar and the inverse relationship play out. Let's have a look at Brent oil. Brent oil sitting at 109.16. There's the red candlestick. You can see moving support a little bit lower. So I've got support right now at 108.39. I've got resistance at 111.79. There was a gap higher to start the new trading week, come off a little bit since then, but sitting around that 110 level, the 110 perhaps the new dividing line, whereas it was 100 not that long ago. But we'll see whether optimism does kick in, whether we hear anything positive or any positive developments geopolitically, US, Iran, and sellers continue with the sell-off we're seeing and maintain below the 110. Alternatively, any news to the contrary and anything negative, nervousness, and buyers will keep prices above that 110, as we saw the end of last week. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin fighting back has pushed lower. I've got support at 76.5 thousand. I've got resistance at 77.4 thousand. If I zoom in on the hourly, there you'll see it's in this hour that buyers have stepped in. We'll see whether that can be maintained or if we see an extension adding on to this downtrend, if sellers revisit the 76,000 or lower, or if what we're seeing in the past hour does continue and buyers get above this 77,000, make their way back up to that 80,000 level. 80,000 looking pivotal, buyers unable to maintain above that 82,000, and once again the downtrend in place. Good trading. Keep that discipline. I'll see you at end of day.